In a hybrid downpack technique, the heat carrier is cycled on and off as it is inserted into the gutta percha mass. Initially, the hot carrier is inserted into the gutta percha mass several millimeters. Changes in the gutta percha color indicate where the material is being heated and softened. In this animated example, the carrier goes about 1/3 of the way down into the canal space. The heat is turned off while pressure is still being applied to the carrier. This forces gutta percha and sealer into canal irregularities in the coronal portion of the canal space. This cooling period pressure lasts about 5 seconds. The heat is then reapplied to the carrier and the instrument is forced several millimeters deeper into the canal space. The thermo-softening action combined with the downward pressure forces filling materials into lateral canals and other anastomoses in the mid-root region. Apical pressure continues to be applied to the carrier as the heat is again turned off. In this animated example, the carrier reaches within 5 millimeters of the apex during this 5-second-long cooling and compression phase. A final 1-second burst of heat is applied to the carrier. A second later, as the instrument cools, it is rocked side to side to separate the gutta percha into 2 segments, one apical to the tip of the carrier and one coronal to the carrier tip. The cooling carrier is then removed from the canal space, leaving the apical plug. The coronal mass of gutta percha comes out the canal space with the carrier. A small pre-fit plugger is inserted into the canal space and used to tamp down the apical plug of gutta percha. The plugger is removed in the final step of the hybrid technique, leaving the apical plug and the remaining space ready for backfilling.